live. So, hey guys, welcome to another wonderful week of the ZombSquad Podcast. I'm your host, ZeMadLobster, and as always, it is a pleasure to see every single one of your faces here today. It feels like forever since I've done that intro, as we missed a week due to family commitments, but we are back and we are ready to talk about a lot of stuff. So, I'm joined this week by my co-host, Spike. How are you doing, my dude?
I'm doing well.
Good. It's glad to have you here. We have no idea where Carl is. He's vanished to the dark ether. So real shame. But you know that's that. Like I can't really say much more. But we are joined this week by an incredible guest, someone who has been on my Zombies Jeopardy show, and he's now joining us for an episode of ZombSquad. It's Maniac Killa of the No Thumbs crew. How are you doing, my dude? It's good to have you on.
Doing good, thanks. Good to be here.
Really excited to have you on. And as always, guys, Maniac's links will be down in the description. But for now, as we like to start off every episode of the podcast, we like to ask our guests some questions. So let's get into these. First question is, Maniac, what's your most memorable zombie moment?
It'd probably be finishing the World at War campaign and seeing that cutscene the first time.
All right. What vibes would you get? Was you getting from that?
Oh, I was just shocked, and ever since then, it's been on. Honestly, that did it for me.
That's pretty damn cool. Next question is, what keeps bringing you back to zombies, and how has it influenced you in terms of like your content and just your future going forward?
What keeps me into it is it's something I really enjoy, and regardless of popular opinion on it, like I like Black Ops 4 a lot, even though most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just the challenge for myself to. Stuff like on realistic on Black Ops 4. You didn't have that on other
So
games.
right.
I like riding the struggle bus.
As far as the struggle bus.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not easy. Especially on that mode, you just got to stick with it and grind it, and eventually you'll get it. 1 out of 100 games, but
yeah,
it's definitely fun.
That's cool. Would you say like what was your impressions of BO4? Like what did you think of it?
In the beginning, it was off to a really rough start. Like you can't argue that with the crashes, all the leaks, everything like that.
Yep.
It just went kind of down the tubes with it, and there's no marketing for any of the maps or anything like that. All of a sudden, here's Dead of the Night, just overnight, all of a sudden. I mean, they dropped the ball on a lot of things, but as the time went on and the game evolved, I mean, it's a much more polished game now than it was at launch. It's two different games. It really is. And for the people who only played it, the first couple of weeks it was out and thought it was trash and moved on, I bet you if they gave it another go now, they might have a different story with it.
You know what? You're probably right, because I hear a lot of people, their perspective has changed of what is it? It's changed at BO4 as they like the more they've played it and how long it's actually gone on. So, and to be fair, like I'm one of those people. Like I'm still kind of 50-50 on BO4. There's stuff I like about it and stuff I don't like about it, but at the end, I think I would still rather play BO4 than play like World War II, for instance.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Nobody likes World War II.
I mean, and like even Exos, like I'd still rather play BO4 than Exos. The only thing I would play IW over BO4, I would think. And I know Spike's probably gonna shake his head at that. Don't know about that one. Okay, next question is favorite map.
Oh, there can't be just one.
Oh, got a couple of we.
No, everybody always asks it. There's never just one, and it's also different maps for different reasons. Some Easter eggs that are better than others, but then the maps for the not so good Easter eggs might be better than the other map. Just for to be
Right.
honest, I really like them all. They all each fit their different purpose in one way or the other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every map you can just sit there and go, all right, I'm gonna just go high rounds on this map because it's fun. Because it's not the same on every other map. Depends on kind of the mood you're in. Like I do more of the Easter eggs, so um, I used to do high rounds. It's been a long time. You know, some maps are more fun than others for it. And, recently, I just actually went through and did a round 100 Dead of the Night Easter egg. I did them both, a high round and an Easter egg.
Blimey.
That was pretty fun. I went up to round 100 and started the Easter egg, not just doing all the steps, go to 100, then boss fight. I was doing the lockdowns and doing all the scratches, run around on round 100. It's pretty intense.
With the super sprinters? Jeez.
Yeah, and then me, Pack a Punch, and Pack a Lunch went back and did a 3-player round 101 Easter egg. So, I mean, you can do that on Dead of the Night, but I wouldn't do that on other maps. Like, I wouldn't have fun doing that on, I don't know, like, say, Shadows of Evil or even Horizon Drak. I cared for that one.
I mean, Horizon Drak, I think, would be
Unpopular
an
opinion.
interesting one. It's 2 on 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with the boss fight. Like, the Panzers on... Those particular types of Panzers on the later rounds, their health is ridiculous. And you're trying to fight all of those in the freaking boss fight with the weapons you have. Mate, that's a struggle. I think even with head drama, that would be a struggle.
They are cracked out for sure.
Mate, they're on crack, those Panzers. Especially on the later rounds. Alright, next question is... Alright, go on. Go on, sorry.
No, oh no, you're good.
Sure.
Good.
Alright. Next question is, where does the gamer tag come from? But I'm gonna put this in a 2-part. So, like, I want to know where Maniac Killa comes from. Then also, I want to know how you came up with the name of your crew, No Thumbs Crew. So,
all right. Well, I've had the same tag ever since way back in the day, and that just all comes from a Twisted song. And I just always stuck with it. I was never the type to keep changing them all around. It's always been that or some variation of that. And the No Thumbs Crew just came from, you know, us just joking around saying that we play like we don't have any. I always tell people we're just, you know, average scrubs like everybody else. That's the way I feel about it. Others have different opinions.
So you just you joked around that you like you just had like you play with no thumbs essentially.
Basically, running around like we don't know what's going on.
God, man, I
Because
can't.
most of the time we don't.
God, I couldn't imagine, like, especially with how you would hold. I suppose, like, if you did have no, like, say no thumbs, that you'd use the index fingers for the sticks and then the middle fingers for the like the triggers and the RBLB. God,
Yeah.
that'd be so. That actually make quite a fun challenge. To be fair, try and do like a game of zombies with no thumbs. I might try that. Right. I might try that one day.
I mean, Peter's done it where he's only used one hand and did the DE boss fight.
I know, like he's a madman.
He's fucking nuts.
He's nuts,
There he
but
is.
it's so entertaining to watch that kind of stuff because you never know how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Like, it could go either way. That's the thing. Okay.
Usually south for me.
Yeah, I'd probably say I'd agree with that. Okay, last question is favorite childhood game.
Ooh. I'm probably gonna say there's the Legend of Zelda games. I like those a lot. Not gonna lie, the what was it? I think it was it Link's Awakening on Game Boy? I think I played the hell out of that one. That one was really fun. I like the Super Nintendo one too. That whole series was just really good. I remember playing a lot of that.
So what drew you into the Legend of Zelda?
Honestly, don't even remember. I remember playing the first one on the regular Nintendo when it came out and not thinking that much of it. And then when the second one came out, I liked that one a lot.
Hmm.
Started playing them from there on, and then eventually I did go back and play more of the first one, which then at that point I found a better appreciation for it, I guess you could say.
That's okay. That's fair. That's pretty cool. I've never actually played the Zelda games, so I have no idea what they're like. But that question is always interesting because we always get different answers. We've had so many different ones. Like with the amount of guests that we've had on, we've had so many different ones. It's quite surreal to like.
Right. I think that game series I have the most fondest memories of growing up with.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of them. I mean, I've basically been playing everything, to be honest with you. But that one sticks out, which is weird because it's one of those RPG games. But I never got into any of the other ones, like the Final Fantasies. I couldn't touch them, which people rave about, but I just couldn't do it.
It's like in the end, it's always comes down to like the taste of personal preference. Like there are games that will appeal to people but won't appeal to others, and
exactly.
But then again, I find that if everyone liked the same game, you would literally have very little to talk about. Whereas if you all like different games, then you really broad out into like all different conversations about different things, what you like, what you dislike, what you kind of hated or loved so much about each of the games. Like it makes for like really interesting conversation.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Legend of Zelda, that's a new one. I'm gonna have to add that to the list. Okay. So we've actually got quite a bit to cover on this week. First, I want to discuss a couple of I believe Tom Henderson. I want to understand that I think he's a dev at Treyarch or something like that. He works for Treyarch basically, and there are two particular tweets that he's put out. The first one being actually I've got it in my bookmarks. Where was it? No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? There it is. So the tweet he put out on 11th of September was, just to be clear, I'm not a big zombies guy, in brackets, I don't know the story arcs, etc. But I was told Alcatraz will return, in quotation marks. Now, what do we think this actually means? A lot of people are saying that it could be related to Warzone, or they could be bringing like maybe some kind of blackout elements into the game. Like, what do you guys think this actually means?
Well, I guess it's pretty much open to interpretation the way he words it. Personally, I think it's probably going to be something to do like they had the Alcatraz and the Blackout as a side map to the Battle Royale, but a smaller one. Yeah, I think it could be something like that.
I think it'll probably just be like how prison is in Modern Warfare Warzone. It'll just be like another location to go to in the big map.
Well, I feel like the Alcatraz map almost did better than the regular Blackout map did. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's the way I kind of seen it. I always seen more people playing that, and they probably seen that too, and seen that mode did a lot better and did really good. Maybe they're going to take after that and add in something smaller, because just playing the same Battle Royale map gets stale, no matter, even if they do the little changes of like the season and change little areas around, it's still the same map. You're still doing the same thing. With a different map, at least you get to play it different, especially on that one. It was a lot faster pace. It wasn't necessarily everybody sitting in corners. You still find them. That's never going to die. That's just the way the game plays.
No, mate, that's one thing. Like, finding people in corners is something that is never going to go away, no matter what the Call of Duty is.
Never going away.
Like, it'll be in every single game. And it's really unfortunate because, like, I hate corner campers. I can't stand them. But it just goes to show that you have to be that bad at the game to just be sitting in a corner and facing one way. Like you can't like you don't know how to use your legs basically.
Yeah.
I've noticed less of that in like at least of gameplay for Cold War.
Well, everybody's trying to run around and figure the maps out too at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
True.
uh,
Yeah.
I'm not a big multiplayer player. I actually enjoyed the alpha a lot, which is kind of weird because the last multiplayer I really enjoyed was Call of Duty Ghosts. I couldn't stand any other multiplayers in between, and I had a lot of fun with that. I wasn't sitting in the corners. I didn't really find too many people either doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Spike, what do you think it means?
It probably could just be like a just probably as a Maniac Killer said, like it'd just probably be a mode again for Warzone. Or it could be a new destination in Warzone and like in their own map that they're gonna do.
See, the thing is, I don't know. I look at the way what the tweet is worded, and I seriously don't think it's going to be related to Warzone at all. Only because the tweet he specifies zombies, but the interesting thing is that the original retweet he did was to someone asking him, do you have any news regarding a hypothetical Zombie Chronicles 2 for Black Ops Cold War? And he quote retweeted it and said it was a gif of Mob of the Dead. And that's when the tweet comes in saying Alcatraz will return. So maybe it's looking like potentially the Chronicles 2 that was meant to be for BO4, we could potentially be getting in Cold War. I don't know how true that's going to be, but
It would be nice.
I think it would be nice, especially with the way Cold War is. Like, I've seen quite a bit of gameplay, and the way Cold War plays at the moment, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
And I think it would, for Chronicles 2, I think it would make more sense for it to be on Cold War than what it would BO4. But that's just my interpretation.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of comes out from this. Like, if like, you know, after the DLC season's over, with like, you know, the head of the zombies is just like, you know, oh, by the way, it would like, here's Chronicles 2, and it has like Mob of the Dead, like official remaster in it. Like, God, could you imagine Mob of the Dead on the Cold War engine? Oh.
See, I
That'd
might be
be
the only
nice.
one, but I found the movement to be kind of weird, kind of clunky for the alpha. I know it's just the alpha. My biggest draw to play it early was to get a feel for the game mechanics of it. I mean, they brought the slide back. There's no dolphin dive, so chances
Yeah.
are you're not going to see any PhD flopper and
Yep.
zombies. I wanted to get a feel for the guns too, see what guns they were. It's cool they brought back some of the old ones, but I might be the only one who feels it. Like just the general movement and the gameplay mechanics of it just kind of feel sluggish and clunky. Like they're not fluent.
I
Not
feel
to
like there's
me, at
still some
least.
stuff. Go on.
No, that's it. I was just saying, no, that's just the way I feel. I know I've seen a lot of other people saying how great it feels, this and that, and I heard that, and I got on the play. I'm like, are they playing the same game? Like, what is this? I
Yep.
don't know if it's just my, but
But just from what it looks like, or what I've heard, it's just I think they need to still like polish it, at least some animations about it,
Mhm.
because like it's not like it was an alpha, so
Yeah.
still a lot to go.
Even then, I look
quite
at
a while ago.
even then, like I look at the alpha gameplay, and I'm already like I haven't actually played it because I don't have a PlayStation. But I was looking at the alpha gameplay, and I was just like, yeah, I already like this more than I like Modern Warfare.
There's color.
This cut, oh my god, it's bright! It's so bright! It looks amazing though. And it's as you were saying.
It is pretty good.
It's as Spike was saying though, like it was alpha, so a lot of stuff still need to be tweaked. But I'm interested to see how like, you know, this could potentially be a multiplayer that I actually come back to fully. But I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm leaning more towards that way, but I'll see. I need to play the beta before I do anything.
I'm definitely gonna try it out.
Yeah, I am as well.
I do want to see how Search and Destroy plays out. If it's good, I'll definitely play Search and Destroy.
And the thing is, I'm going to be playing on PC as well, so I'm going to be one of those keyboard and mouse guys, which players on console are going to be raging at. It could be like, why can't you use a controller? It's like, because I'm on PC, mate. That's why. But the other tweet, there was another tweet that Tom Henson sent out, and he put, it sounds like this guy is going to be connected a bit to zombies in terms, like on the Treyarch side. He put, here's a little start for you zombie hunters. On Nacht in hashtag Black Ops Cold War, the graffiti is everything. The graffiti is everything. Now, I have no idea. That could be, like, because when you look at it, right, there's a lot of graffiti on that wall.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's like lines upon pictures and patterns and all sorts. I'm trying to find a picture of it.
You just gotta read the writing on the walls, I guess.
I mean, like, they're going to be getting people to, like, properly decipher a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Where's the... I'm trying to find the picture. There it is. So, let me show this on stream real quick. So, this is what they're talking about. Now, one person I did see, right? They pointed out that they talked about the cart and the toys that are in the cart. Now, someone made a connection with these toys to the toys that are at the end of Revelations. Which I don't know how. I mean, I can see where they're coming from, especially after I looked at it. But I wonder if there's any ciphers in this graffiti. There could be. We never know. Like, there's just a lot there, though. That's the thing. Like, there's a lot there.
Yeah. I feel like we need to see the whole map to see what other kind of graffiti there is.
Yeah.
Right. I'm hoping they get a lot of nice side Easter eggs, like, I don't know. Black Ops 4 had a lot of potential, and then they just kind of gave up on it. But
yeah,
it'd be cool to see a lot of smaller side ones where you get, you know, a good enough reward for doing it, and not have it be a dreadful quest that you only want to do once just to get it done and never do it again. There's plenty of those.
Knife.
Yes.
But also, it's like, does this practically confirm Nacht and Toten? Because he says Nacht in the tweet. Like, chat, this is the tweet here. Just to show you guys on stream. This is the tweet.
I feel like he made an oopsie, kinda, because, like,
a Freudian slip.
Yeah. It felt like he wasn't supposed to reveal it.
What? Reveal that it was Nacht?
Yeah, but like, the community is mutually agreed on, at least mostly, that it's not anyways.
Yeah, I don't see how you don't think it is. At least a portion of it.
Yeah.
One way or the other, you can't convince me that it's not.
Oh, okay. I don't think he... Okay, this guy, I don't think he does... I can't tell. People are saying, like, you know...
It's a bunny, for sure.
I don't know. Still working around it. Yeah, I just found that interesting. Like, it's...
Yeah, well, let's see.
I think if like we won't know much. Like I'm still waiting for this goddamn like full reveal of zombies whenever it's gonna be.
Yep.
I
Like,
wish we got a date.
yeah, I wish we did get that as well. I like what they did at the end of like at the campaign. They did a little teaser of the multiplayer and then revealed like worldwide reveal September 9th. I wish they did something like that for zombies as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we always get shafted.
Yeah.
As always.
And that's never gonna change because we're still classed as the third mode, like the side project and all that sort of stuff, which I think by this point, 2020, we should be considered one of the major modes. Let's be real.
We deserve a whole ass fucking game to ourselves.
I've been saying that since World at War, but they missed that ship after Black Ops 3. There shouldn't have been a Black Ops 4 with zombies. There should have been a standalone zombies game after Black Ops 3, if at any point. That's what it would have been. That's what it would have done best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And if they didn't do it then, I don't see them ever doing it.
I mean, who knows? Like, it's really odd. I just want to reveal, man. I just want to reveal. I want that content. I want to know, like, I don't know what. I mean, I have no idea what this map is going to be. This map could be anything by this point. We've seen a couple of screenshots and that's it. Like,
yeah.
Well, screenshots. I mean, like the little teaser, the little 9-second teaser at the end, which practically confirmed that Juggernaut's coming back and the monkey bombs are coming back, and then it's looking like it's going to be Ether again, but we may be looking aside.
Well, in my opinion, the monkeys is what sold it right there for me. I had my suspicions they'd do something with the dark ether, and you got to remember who invented the monkey bomb.
935. Wait, no, it was
Richtofen
himself,
himself.
wasn't it? Yeah, it's Richtofen.
Mhm. So if they have the monkey bombs back in the game, you got to think that there's going to be some ties to it. And,
Yeah.
Treyarch, with the way they always leave their stories so open-ended, and a chance to do whatever they have a shot with something with the dark ether on this one.
Mm-hmm. Mate, if this actually does turn out to be in the dark ether, I would actually be quite happy. I'd be interested to see how they pull it off, like the maps we get and because practically every single thing zombie related was banished to the dark ether, so we could be looking at an alternate versions of the maps that we've known for a while. Maybe that is knocked at the end of the day. That's their case. We ain't got a clue.
One of the theories I thought was a good one was that could be the Transit remastered, and Noct is a part of that, and they could easily tie that into the Dark Ether story.
Yeah,
they could tie in a lot of the remasters into the Dark Ether. It's just there for them to do it easily.
What gets me is why the zombie on the main menu screen. Why dress him up like Ted? That's what I don't get. Are they practically saying it is a Transit remake?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't remind me of Ted. I can see the similarities, but that's not what I think when I see it. He's in a uniform.
Yeah, it's
so Ted as well though. Like it's the blue hat for me is mainly what gives it away because it's the Bloodhound hat, and that's what Ted wears. So I don't know. I have my suspicions, but
yeah. I think we're getting the Transit remakes. I think we're gonna get more remakes than we want, which I prefer new maps, but.
And yeah, I want something new. I want something new. If it was a completely new map with a little element of a previous map in there, I'd still prefer it. But I don't want any more remakes and I don't want any more remasters. I just want if they're like bonus maps, then
yes.
Okay, I can kind of that'd be fine. But if they're using those remasters or remakes for the main maps, then mate, Zombies is gonna go through another really bad season.
Yeah.
just like it did with BO4, which is really unfortunate. But I just hope that we get something.
It is.
New. I just want something new. But us poor guys, the last new map we had was fucking, Ether-wise, the last new map we had was Gorod Grovey, and that was released when? 2016.
Yeah.
Nobody ever considers Revelation a new map, though.
No, they don't.
It's mostly made of remakes.
Exactly.
It is all made up of different maps, but if you took the decorations out,
you'd be left with.
Think about it.
If you took anything if you took anything previous out, you'd be left with the spawn room, the apothecon, and the boss fight area.
No, I'm saying, like, just imagine if the areas were all reskinned differently. Is what I'm saying. It would be.
I got you. My apologies. I wasn't sure what you were getting at there. Like, if they were reskinned, yeah, that's like, well, technically, I mean, could you kind of class Mob as a little reskin? Because the staircase and everything. The only thing that's the same is the cafeteria. The actual cell block area is completely different. So maybe that one? I don't know. You get more of Varrocked, definitely.
Yeah, Varrocked isn't much at all. You get the most of Varrocked and Knocked.
That's
the maps weren't big at all.
And like,
but it was still cool. It was cool.
Yeah. It was cool at first. Like, you go in, you're just reminiscing all the old memories, and then after that, it's like, well, yeah, okay. Like, you kind of push it to the side. It's that first instance, but it seems to be the first instance with every map. Like, the first time you play, there's nothing like being a zombie noob playing a map for the first time ever. Like, that is a feeling, I think, one of the best out of like everything zombie wise.
Just that whole experience all over again, that fresh feel, learning.
Yeah.
I'm beginning a lot of that with custom maps, like just being a noob, not knowing where anything is, and basically running around like a headless chicken. I think that's what I enjoy more than anything. Like, I think I'm running towards one perk and I end up going towards another perk, and it's just like, fuck, wrong way. And then I just end up running back the way I came from. Oh crap, I've got in a circle. Like, it's so much fun. It really is.
It looks it. I wish I had one.
You'll get it at one point.
Nah, it's alright though.
Okay, what do we think about the... Did you guys watch the PlayStation 5 reveal?
I sure did.
What did you guys think of the campaign mission?
That mission looks cool as shit.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting a lot of thought into the storyline and also big into the graphics, of course. But the big thing is the story. If it's a good enough story to draw you in to actually want to play the... To be honest with you, the last campaign that I enjoyed was the World at War one, and after that, I stopped playing. Honest, I was hooked right into zombies, but the campaign on World at War was great, though. I've gone back and played through that since a few times. It was just fun.
The World at War campaign is so good. My personal preference is the BO1 campaign. I really enjoyed the BO1 campaign. And this, like, mate, watching, like, just seeing Woods as well, like, it was so damn... And the transitions as well. Like, where it started from the top and it's going down, then you see, like, the guy with the knife, and it's as Waffles was saying in his like reaction to it. It goes from 0, very mellow, very silence, to literally action-packed explosions and car chases and gunshots and all that sort of stuff. It's just like, what? I was so impressed. I really was.
Yeah, it did look really good, I thought.
It looks so good. Like, and it gives me major hopes for the campaign. It really does give me major hopes for the campaign.
I'm not a campaign player, and I'm looking forward to at least trying it out and, seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spike, what was you gonna say?
I like that they're doing new mechanics, at least for COD. And when I watched that reveal of that mission, and I saw him do the meat shield, I was gonna say like those fuckers stole that from Gears.
What, the body shield?
Yeah, the meat shield.
It was really interesting to see how that would work. And the executions as well. Like the way he took out that one guy, it was so clean.
Yeah.
I was so impressed.
But I know for a fact there's gonna be some definite glitches with the whole meat shield thing. I bet there's gonna be some weird fucking teleportation shit with it.
Mm-hmm. Kyle, what did you think about it?
Hey man, what's up? Sorry about the lateness. Kind of fell asleep there. Oh man, after long nights of work. No, I really liked it, man. I liked the that was an awesome gameplay trailer. Like everything about it looked great. Yeah, I did like the fact that you could like actually take the guy and use him as a shield. That was pretty sick. I just think it looks great, and I think it's going to be a very good, intriguing campaign playthrough.
It sure does.
So far. Yeah,
Oh,
I think it looks really well.
There was so much about that I was wondering if we was going to get anything COD related, and then when they showed the campaign, it was just like, oh man, it just looks so good. I was so impressed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to change something here. But are you guys gonna be playing the campaign when it gets released?
Yeah.
I'd
If I
say
enjoyed
probably
enough,
not
I'll
for a
probably-
couple weeks, but eventually get around to it. Yeah.
If I enjoy enough, I'll probably get around to doing like a whatever highest difficulty run they do of it.
Right. What?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? Wait, you're gonna go straight in for the hardest difficulty? Seriously?
Yeah.
You
I did
are a
BO3's
madman.
campaign on realistic.
Wow, really, Spike? Ooh.
Yeah. Took fucking forever, but I did it.
God dang, man. Respect. Yeah, man. Man. I don't know. I think I'll definitely play it. But yeah, if it's really good, like BO1s, I love BO1s. But if it's really good, grips me, I think I'll stick to it and play through it at some point.
Yeah. I mean, that's just it. Like, I think it's got to grip me. But which at the moment, I'm not gonna lie, at the moment it has 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited nonetheless. Like, no matter what, this has been. I mean, granted, we haven't properly seen zombies yet, but I've seen from the modes I've seen so far, campaign and multiplayer. This has been the first one I've been like excited about all modes. There's not just zombies. Like, I'm really excited to play the campaign because of major BO1 vibes and reminiscence, and the multiplayer looks really good. I'm really hoping they're able to. I'm hoping that the alpha has given them really good data feedback, and they're able to like tweak something here or tweak something there, or change, maybe bust some guns, nerf some guns, or whatever, and properly change it to hopefully, like, I'm probably just talking out of my ass here, but fingers crossed. I really want a balanced multiplayer. I really want, and in my opinion, the last balanced multiplayer was Black Ops 2. And I want this to be a balanced one. I want to be using, for one thing, my boy the Commando. That's going to be my go-to gun. And I want it to be a case that I'll be going up against, I don't know, an RPD or an SMG, and I'll have a good fighting chance. Even if they get the kill on me, I want to be doing enough damage to turn around and say, yep, that was a fair fight. Like, yeah, he got me fair and square, but I'm not going to be, like, I won't shoot tons of bullets, do no damage, and then he kills me. Like, that's the last thing I want. And then I end up raging, throwing my controller across the room, and just breaking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the last thing I want to be doing. I'm just so mate. I don't want to get my hopes up. That's the thing. I always get my hopes up with Call of Duty, but
Yeah.
and it's very rare that I've been disappointed. It's very rare that I have been disappointed, but there have been instances where I have been disappointed, and I'm like, I really wish I hadn't hyped myself up. But from what we've seen so far, I am fucking hyped. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they definitely did good with the hook, like they normally do, and just gotta deliver now.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole journey from when the projectors were sent out to solving like the ciphers, and then finding the teaser video, and then having the full nuke reveal in Warzone, to now the multiplayer reveal when we're getting a little bit of zombies information here and there. It's been one of the best rides, I think, in terms of gameplay marketing. Like not gameplay, sorry, game marketing. And really,
it feels like the old Treyarch.
It does.
Yeah.
And they've really been hyping it up. They really have
Yeah.
been. And I'm so happy that people are realizing that Black Ops 4, like Trout can probably see that Black Ops 4 wasn't what they intended it to be, but this could be their comeback. This game releases and it's a solid game. Granted, it's gonna have a few bugs in. Every game has a few bugs in. That's a natural thing of the game industry. But if it's overall from start to finish a solid product, this is their comeback for all the shit we had to deal with on launch in BO4.
Oh man.
All the crashes, all the blue screens, all the game breaking glitches, all the death barriers. Like, this could be their comeback.
I think my favorite part from the Black Ops 4 fumbles were people that were streaming it like weeks before it even launched. That was a good one.
Who was that?
Oh, there was a lot of people doing it. There was people streaming the base maps 3, 4, 5 days before it launched. There was people playing the new DLC before it launched.
Oh.
Fun times.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I know.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I remember was people getting access to the multiplayer during the main reveal, but that was about it.
I don't know. I watched Blood of the Dead 4 days before it launched. Guy running around playing the map.
I remember there was someone had leaked a little bit of blood, and I think it was from what I can remember from my memory, he had the Hades, and he was fighting Brutus in oh god, is it New Industries or Model Industries? The one with the wolf head.
New Industries.
Yeah.
New Industries.
I remember seeing that one too.
Yeah, that went on Twitter, and I sort of caught a glimpse of that. I was just like, you shit. Like it's. I
watched this one guy. He was doing everything. He was just playing the map. I watched him go across the catwalk the first time.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
God, I bet.
Buddy of mine, Skype from New Zealand, was able to play Dead of the Night before it released.
You mean the map that had zero marketing and just released out of the blue?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the best maps on Black Ops 4, though, by the way. Just saying.
It definitely has one of the best wonder weapons, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I watched Lex do his round 100 on that map. I'm like, dude, this guy is sitting in a bedroom. He could probably go to sleep and he'll come back and he'll still be not dead.
That's all you have to do. That's the high round meta, is just go sit in a corner.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But Black Ops 3, you could do the same, or you could just train in a corner with a wall wonder weapon. That's how it was.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 is an interesting one because I've done round 100. Well, I mean, I've done round 100 on Shadows of Evil and Revelations. I was so close to getting round 100 on Origins. So close. I got to 96, and my chat failed to tell me that my shield had broke, and I was out of Widow's Wine, and I down. And what do I lose? I lose the ice stuff, and then I just die, and I lost all those gobble gums that I was gutted. But even then again, like doing that high round, you're still like, I was literally camping in the fire tunnel with the ice stuff, and That was it. And it's so funny. Someone came into the chat and was like, "Why don't you do the two ball strategy?" And I'm just like, "Wait, what's that?" It's where you charge the ice stuff up to the second charge, then release it rather than the third. Because I'll tell you something, it really does conserve ammo.
Mhm.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that at all.
I thought everybody knew that.
No, I was happily sitting there doing the full charge and then shooting. And then when I started doing that, I was like, "Holy shit, this makes a difference."
Yeah.
Fucking using up 6 ammo per shot. Damn.
I mean, Spike, you know my history with Origins.
True.
I've had nothing but vendettas against that fucking map. Like,
Yeah.
I've had nothing
Like
but
most.
rage compilations and just. Oh,
Jack has a dartboard with Origins.
I do. I have a major dog. Origins is just not my map, and I will say that with major passion. It is not my map, and I don't think it ever will be. Like it's not. See, this is where people are going to destroy me. It's not even in my top 10. That's how
fair enough.
that's how much I have a disliking to the map. It's not even in my top 10. But that's just my personal preference. I've had nothing but really bad experiences with the map, especially doing the solo Easter egg. My God, I never want to go through that again, ever.
Yeah.
Like, sod that solo Easter egg, sod the glitches that it gave me, sod everything about it. Like, I don't ever want to touch it again.
Funny enough, Jack, I went for a solo Origins run where the fucking staffs bugged out in its pedestals, like after I put them on the robot.
Oh my God! See, that's the shit I'm talking about, dude. It's those kinds of glitches that just it makes or breaks the run. Because if you can't get them out of the pedestals, you're screwed. You're screwed. You cannot continue with anything. You can't continue with high rounds. You can't continue with the egg run. You're stuffed.
I wonder why that happens.
I don't know. It's something in the coding, I think. Just it's from what I gather, it has like certain coding to those specific things, and then the coding kind of happens one after the other, and they do it in a set formation. The only thing I can think of is there's something that doesn't trigger the second bit, and that's where it crashes. Excuse me. Not crashes, but like that's where the glitch then happens.
Yeah.
Like
the trigger just doesn't activate.
Yeah, basically. Like, say for example, the I think Spike. I think you told me about this, Spike. The pilot glitch, was that you?
Go on and see if I can remember.
So when you are in Zombie Blood and you shoot the plane, the pilot doesn't actually fall down. He doesn't actually spawn in. Have you ever had that glitch?
No.
It must have been someone else then. Someone else told me about it. But I had that. And what I'm thinking is that the coding, there's like something doesn't trigger the coding for the pilot to actually fall down the plane, and you end like after the plane is destroyed, and you end up killing him on the plane itself. That's the only thing I can think of. And so, like, but even then, like, that happens, that screwed your run because you can't kill him to get the Maxis drone, and then you can't start the elemental fist upgrade.
I do wonder if that zombie is always inside that plane at all times when like you're in Zombie Blood or not, or he just spawns in after it's destroyed.
I
know for a fact that it probably does. But I know for a fact that as soon as you destroy that plane, he glides down into the map.
Yeah. Which, that's probably the coding that he just, for some reason, it doesn't trigger it and he doesn't fly down. I've only had that glitch once, but it's still enough to
little random bugs.
Exactly, and it's still one of those things. I'll just mark them down and be like, okay, another reason why I dislike this map: pilot glitch doesn't fall to the ground. There we go. That's done. Like, just add it to the list of things, but
yeah,
it's so annoying. But the thing is, though, it's stuff you can't, unless you do like a forced restart. It's stuff you can't help. It's just stuff that's in the game, and it's unfortunate. However, you can, I wish there was ways to avoid it.
Some there are like for instance, I was doing the 9 Easter egg the other night, and I ran into a glitch I've had happen many times before. Is when you're doing the raw step right before you're killing all the elements in order, where you have to shoot the bullhead and kill the gladiators. I made the mistake of spawning them all in, and I killed 2 of them with the same shot from the Helion. And so when I killed the last one, it only registered as being the 3rd one killed, and you just can't progress through
Oh.
the Easter egg anymore with that. You literally have to kill them one at a time and get that quote. Otherwise, your game glitches out. You got all the 4 things flaming. There's no more spawning. You killed them all, but you just can't do the step.
Wait, was that in the early days or quite recently?
That happened to me yesterday.
Yes,
It's still in there.
really?
It's still a thing.
Because
zombie mode
Yeah,
is so
you
fucking delicate.
you can spawn them all in at once. It's just if you kill more than one of them, like with one shot, and the game doesn't have a chance to register each of those 2 being hit, it just counts them as one.
wait, Carl, have you ever had that?
I've never had that happen to me, but I've watched somebody that said something about that, and I did not know that was the thing. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Until they
There's-
said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's all.
it's not a bad thing once you understand it. You can make a conscious effort to avoid it happening. As long as you don't, as long as
Yeah.
you kill them, as long as you actually kill them one at a time, you're all set. You can run around, spawn them all in, and then go picking them off, which is what I was doing. But there was like 2 of them grouped up next to each other, and then when I killed the last one, it literally only gave that quote you get for the 3rd one
Yeah.
instead of the quote you get for the last one saying the eye is awakened or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm,
And it was at that moment I knew I fucked up.
Damn.
I'm sure I've had it where I killed 2 of them with the same shot on the bridge, but yet they still registered as 2 different kills. I'm sure I've had that before. Oh god, I can't
It's
remember.
possible, but it's just one of those things where like I've had it happen more than once to me. It's probably like the 12th time it's happened at least.
Yeah.
Just because I'm mostly running the Easter eggs on it. I don't really do the high rounds, so I don't have to worry about the disconnects or the funny UI errors you get after playing in a game for 100,000 hours. I mean, seriously, props to the people that can sit there and play it consistent, like Intuit Scott. The guy went to the highest round on Black Ops 4, round 420.
Wow.
Just to be consistent enough in itself to play for that long of a time, regardless of how many breaks you take, you're on the next level. And even pausing and taking breaks, like come back into it fresh.
Because the thing is that when you play for that long, you're always worried about a disconnect. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's
Well, he did it local, so
okay.
the
That
only
would
thing
explain
he was
it. 'Cause
fighting
local,
was the game
yeah.
crashing. Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate that the game's broke to the point where you can't do those types of rounds online, and you literally have to roll the dice on local because it still crashes on local. But you can go a lot further.
But would you say
Because
there's a less likely chance for it to happen on local than what it does on
yeah.
online?
Much lessly. The only problem is you're limited to a lot of things you can do, especially on Black Ops 4. For instance, there's a lot of side quests in the main Easter egg that's just locked out of the game. On Alpha Omega, if you went to do a high round on local, you couldn't even use the traps if you wanted to. Rushmore never turns on.
That
So
is
it's like a different game.
That is
Yeah.
so dumb.
And that's just the way that they made Black Ops 4. Black Ops 3 is different. You can do everything minus the fact that you don't get the pay-to-play gumballs, and that's the same with Black Ops 4 too. You only get the classics.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is where opinions are gonna differ and controversies are gonna just take over the world. And it's talking about this tier list. More specifically, Syndicate's tier list. He made one.
I thought you were talking about Tim Hansen.
No. This is Syndicate's. He used Tier Maker and then he put it on Twitter. Now, I want to go through this with you guys.
I haven't seen it yet.
Do you got a picture somewhere you can put up of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
he's
What I'll
putting
do,
it on
I'll send.
stream.
Oh, whoa. Maniac, I'll DM this to you.
All right.
And I'll put it in the ZombSquad group chat, guys.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
All right, Carl's got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there anyway. It's just Spike can't find it. Now,
Okay.
oh my god. Okay. I'm about to roast this shit.
That's a joke, right?
No, this is his actual tier list. And he says it's wait, what did he put in the tweet? He said rated all the Treyarch Zombie maps. I have to say it's not going off of Easter eggs, it's going off of what I've had the most fun playing. It is what it is. Let the roasting begin.
He's definitely a casual.
He's 110,000% a casual.
Yeah.
Kino and the Giant says it right there. That says it all. Which, I mean, I can see where he's coming from. That'd be far from my tier list, though. Yeah.
So let's go through it, each one separately. So S tier, he's put the Giant, Kino, Der Eisendrach, and Nacht.
The Giant and Derace are the exact fucking same.
Exactly. So I'm gonna count those as one.
Yeah.
But you see, to me, what that says, since he has Therese and Noct in there, is that he definitely played in the beginning, and those were the two that he played the most.
Yeah.
And so with that, he's more the player. He went right for the Giant on Black Ops 3, and then Kino for Black Ops 1. So I could see the connection there.
Now it's interesting. The only one out of all of the S tier, there's really only one map that stands out, and that's the Eisendrach.
Yeah, that's an oddball.
Because he's always said that he wishes that you were able to just build the bows or the staves once, and then that then gets put into the box for the next match. I saw him the other day. He did some zombies on stream, and he actually managed to build the lightning bow, and he hasn't built that bow since 2016 when the map was released.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Now, I was impressed. I really was impressed. I think, but I can understand why it's here, because once you get the bow, you are literally doing exactly what you do in the Giant and Kino and Nacht, which is train around or camp and just kill zombies.
Yep. It's definitely the more casual map.
Yes, 100%. Now going on to the A tier. Now this is interesting.
Barry shouldn't be there.
Okay, so Origins, Mob of the Dead, Ascension, Die Rise, Buried, Nuketown, Shinonuma, Revelations.
I think Tom should see a doctor. There's clearly something wrong. What the fuck is this shit?
Why is Die Rise on A tier?
Die Rise is so every level.
I mean, really?
I just genuinely do not understand. Origins is a mob in the same category as Die Rise and Buried.
Yeah.
Zero.
No, Spike. Not Die Rise and Buried, mate. Die Rise and Nuketown.
Nuketown.
Die Rise
my
and
God.
Nuketown. How do you justify those being in the same tier?
Oh, I love the fact that we put town as its own fucking map.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He put town, but he didn't put farm. No, he did put farm.
No, he did.
Wow.
Farms in the
farm
F.
it out.
Farms in the F
Yeah.
too.
You put
Well,
it in the wrong spot.
I can't
That's
see
why.
that in the stream.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
can you?
Scroll down a little, I think.
Whoa. Can I? It's gonna. Oh, we've talked about the S. Oh no, I can't actually.
You're on the A's right now.
Can I shrink? There you go. So now you can see what it is.
To be honest, I'm surprised he even has Rev that high. Because
I'm
of
surprised about that
like,
too.
because of when you enter, being that OG, like being like I just wouldn't think he would even care for Rev.
I think the reason why he put Rev that high was purely for nostalgia, because you had all of the maps that he loved in Rev.
Rev is like ultimate casual.
Yeah, that's true too.
True.
It does
Yeah.
not get more casual than go sit in a corner with an apothecary.
Yeah, and you don't even
Yeah.
have to build it. You get it from the box, which is exactly what he likes to do. He likes to get the weapons from the box, and from the box you get apothecary and you get Thundergun.
Which is also why I
Yeah.
think Buried is in there too, because in my opinion, Buried, you could classify that as the Revelations of Black Ops 2. That was like the ultimate easy map on Black Ops 2.
Buried is
Yeah.
super easy.
Okay, yeah,
It really is.
Like
yeah.
Origins, like I'd say for newcomers, it's definitely complex. Mob of the Dead is, I'd say it's complex in some ways, but then simple in others. Ascension, very simple. Die Rise, pain in the ass. Buried, very, very easy, very casual. Nuketown, very combat training, very easy. Shinonuma, very easy and simple. And Revelations, if you're not doing the egg, very, very easy. Because you're simply doing 4 corruption turrets and then boom, pack a punch. Simple as that. Now to get into the B tier, it hurts my soul.
I'm fucking depressed over this choice from Tom.
It crushes
fuck is
my
this?
heart that he puts Shadows of Evil in B tier. Oh,
Invalid.
And then he's got Classified, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, Verruct, 5, and Gorod Krovy.
This shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
Shadows and Verruct, I don't think should belong in B tier. I'm just saying. Especially, like, oh my god, that hurts me. That hurts me that he's put Shadows in B tier.
Shadow should be in triple S tier.
That's what I'm saying.
Classified. I mean, it's
Classified was good.
practically
If you-
5
If you like
again.
5, if you like 5, Classified is good. I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like Classified should be an A.
Call of the Dead, I think, see, here's the thing, right? Call of the Dead and Shang, I think, definitely should belong in this tier.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put them any higher and I wouldn't put them any lower. I think they fit nicely in this tier. Gorod, I'm very controversial about. I think Gorod,
It's to be up top.
it needs to be A tier, I think, in my opinion.
I go as far as S tier for Gorod.
hmm
It's just, oh my god, it crushes me even more that he's put Shadows in 5 in the
That
same
shit fucking
tier.
hurts.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's-
Tom, you're giving your man a heart attack here, dude.
Yo, that
Yeah.
shit hurted.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, that crushes my ever existence. Okay, now into the.
Yeah,
se-
I can see that
okay,
either.
right. I am shocked. I am shocked beyond my core that he's put Town in the C tier. When Transit came out, he was like everyone else. He played Town. Town was the casual map that you used to get to high rounds. I'm shocked that Town isn't in A tier or even S tier. for going from Tom's perspective of it being casual gameplay rather than Easter egg based, I'm shocked the town is not up there.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
It makes
right.
town is the most is the casual map of freaking Black Ops 2's Transit.
Definitely is.
And can we just put in perspective that he's put town, and then the rest of BO4 maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that Blood of the Dead's there?
I knew Spike was gonna be like, what the?
9 but Tog doesn't deserve a C tier. Come on.
Talk should be B minimum.
I know. I'd say A
I like
tier.
Tag better than Call of the Dead.
Yeah, same. I think Tog improved on the Call of the Dead experience,
Yeah.
and so I
Tog
honestly
should
put
be
Tog
A.
in A tier. It's okay. Now D tier. Moon Transit. Alpha Omega Zetsubo no Shima.
No.
No.
Really just doesn't make
No.
any sense that all of those are next to each other.
Tom was all over Moon.
Well,
At least from what I remember.
he wasn't.
Oh.
Tom,
thinking of someone else
Like,
then.
the thing is, he's played Moon, but I don't think he's ever been a massive fan. Like, if you hear his reaction during his reaction to the Chronicles reveal, when Blundell said Moon, he was just like, no, yeah. Like, it's like I really don't think he's a fan of Moon, and so Moon I understand. Transit.
Moon's not a casual.
Well, the thing is, like, Moon, it's the same as, like, Town and the Giant. You just get the gun from the box, and then you get to the higher rounds. That's basically Moon. Unless, obviously, you choose not to do the side Easter, like the Easter egg. Transit. I don't know about this one. I think Transit should be in the U tier for ungraded. Alpha, I know, like, that would crush Sam. He put Alpha Omega in D tier. I think the reason
here, he'd be fucking getting his pitchfork and shit.
I think the reason why he didn't put it any lower was purely because he did a challenge where he didn't turn on power, and it was kind of like a starting room challenge, and he was using elixirs, and he actually had a good time on it, and he did that to prove a point. And so I think I'm not surprised it's any lower, and I'm not surprised it's any higher. Zetsubo.
No.
Where
Zetsubo's good.
like, honestly,
Yeah, I was gonna say I
That's
like.
good. That's a good map.
truthfully,
Yeah. It
what-
is.
Truthfully, what
As one of
tier
the
would you guys
The
put
best
Zet?
side Easter eggs on Zetsubo is that spider bait.
Yeah.
I put
that's-
Zetsubo in A.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I could agree with that.
See, I'd put it B if I'm being truly honest. Definitely doesn't deserve D, but I wouldn't put it S. I wouldn't put it. I don't know.
B.5.
A.5. Yeah, I'll put it in between A and B. All right, now to the F. Now to the F tier. There's one map on the whole of the F tier that I think just doesn't belong in F.
Only one?
I mean, obviously, yeah, but this is personal perspective. Like,
I feel the opposite. I think there's only one map that does deserve the F tier.
is that by any chance beginning with V?
It certainly is.
Yeah, okay. No, I'll definitely agree. Voyage of Despair definitely belongs in the F tier. But Ancient Evil? Seriously?
Yeah.
Did Tom even play Ancient Evil?
I don't think he ever. I
That's
don't
what I
think he
was gonna-
did. I don't think he ever did.
No, probably never touched it. That's the only reason it's there. Has to be.
Yeah.
Ancient Evil. Like I know he
It's
played Dead of the Night in his first. He done like a first playthrough of Dead of the Night, and he managed to get Pack-a-Punch unlocked in his first playthrough, but then I don't think he played it ever since. What we got to take into account is that Tom is not an egg guy. He's never been an egg guy. He's done an egg here and there. The only eggs I know that he's ever done is, this is going off of streams, is he's done Shang, because he did it with Noah, Avery, and Dalek, and then I know he's done 9, because he did it with Lex.
Dude, that Shang fucking stream was so funny.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. Yeah, Bust Depot and Farm.
Bus Depot was awesome. I like that one.
Bus Depot's literally just knocked, and Farm is literally just for rocked.
Yeah. And then Town's the Reese.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That makes even less sense. If Town is the Derice of the transit maps, why is that not in S tier for him?
Yeah, that doesn't like.
Right, so those two,
Tom.
yeah.
Like, that's the I don't get that at all. Town is like the only one I don't understand out of this whole fucking list. It's literally the Giant and Derice. Why is that not up there?
Unless it blames the fire.
Mate, everyone blames the fire for everything. I've died so many times by the fire, and yeah, I still think Town's a fucking solid map.
You're right, yeah. That's
Stinking
the only
lava.
thing I can get.
Mate, I want to see Tom play the Town reimagined on customs.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I might aim onto it. Just,
Yeah, that map's beautiful.
yeah, this list is. I mean, I rise in A tier. Oh.
It just doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense at
That's
all. Like,
very
you can't-
crazy.
My brain hurts from looking at this tier list.
This is just he pulled these out of a hat.
Yeah. Like, die rise over all the ones below it?
Like, honestly,
That's
this
the funny
like,
thing.
look at this. Die rise over Varrocked.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously.
Any of those, dude. Like,
Varrocked is not Waiting Simulator 2013.
Those were just picked out of a hat. That's the only that can make sense.
Yeah, that's the only logical reason.
It really
There's
is.
no-
Like
There is no way. he sat
if you
there
like
and-
some of those, yeah, that is no thought. That's
that-
random.
head empty, no thoughts.
There's two I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at the Giant. Like, this is going off of Tom's perspective here. I'm not surprised on the Giant. I'm not surprised on Kino. Purely because he has said for the longest time that the Giant is his favorite map since its release. And he got to
the
the one.
rest, though-
He got to the 115 on Kino. So that's obviously got a soft spot in his heart and always will do.
Yeah. But the rest is just what the fuck is this jumbled mess?
What is so like? Oh my! So I just don't get it.
No, it really doesn't make any sense.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. The more I look at this, the more it's gonna hurt my brain.
It does hurt.
But yeah, I wanted to discuss that because that is just.
I'm still in pain about the Shadows rank.
My soul is
yeah,
crushed.
very much.
That fucking hurts.
Right, look at the comments. I got nothing but love for you, bro. But this tier list is full on criminal offense.
Damn.
This tier list makes me sick.
This is actually disgusting.
Did you even play more than 10 minutes of BO4? Oh, what was some others? How are you going to put Die Rise on the same tier as Origins and Mob of the Dead? That's a question for the ages.
Oh, man.
God, Korean Shadows of Evil and beat it. That makes no sense.
Nah.
There was some. Oh. Spike, look away. Look away now. Just look away now. Just look away now, Spike.
I'm waiting for fucking. I'm waiting for
Wait,
the stream to catch up.
Just look away, dude.
I gotta sleep.
Just look away. I can't.
I see it.
God.
Fucking execute them! Holy shit!
Okay, I'll respect the rank of Shadows as awesome. I'll respect that. I like he put it as the second tier, so that's fine. Robert's second tier as well, fair enough. Where's he put? Okay, Origin Zombie.
I love how Die Rise and Voyage have its own fucking tier.
Oh, that was one I wanted to look up.
That part's funny. But
Wait.
Buried, Unbeatable.
Wait, where is it? Look, like this. Zoe put Blood of the Dead in its own tier.
Damn.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. I want to look at this one. So S tier. She's got Mob of the Dead, Shadows of Evil, The Rise and Dragon Origins. I respect the fuck out of that one. Like, Shadows, in my opinion, belongs in S tier.
It should be triple S tier.
A tier. Buried, Ancient Evil, Ascension, Reese, The Giant, and Revelations. Okay, B tier.
I can hear it.
Classified 5, Kino, Shang, Varrock, Tog.
I respect it.
That's fine. C tier. Newtown. Shino Numa. Nagdaran Tota, 9 Town.
Don't play enough by unranked.
That doesn't belong in C tier.
Mm.
But anyway. Didn't play enough unranked. Gorod, Krovi, Zetsubo, Call of the Dead, Moon. Okay, if she didn't play enough of them, then that's
Alright.
fair enough. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yikes. Dire Eyes, Transit, Voyage of Despair, Dead of the Night, Alpha Omega, Bus Depot, Farm.
And everybody hates.
I mean, I can. You know what? You know what? I feel sorry for Sam because Alpha Omega is his favorite map, but yeah,
Sam just gets fucking bullied on a daily basis.
it gets shit on all the time. And I've always said if Alpha Omega didn't have the bosses, it would be perfectly fine. But the bosses ruin it, in my opinion. And then Blood of the Dead is in his own tier. I love that.
But that doesn't mean anything. That could either be that it's the best map ever made, but it's just at the bottom. It's his own tier. It could mean anything, Jack. It could mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jack,
Okay. Whatever you say, dude. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get into the off-topic stuff here. So, Spike, you wanted to talk about the leaks.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to go head first into it?
I'll leave that to your decision as you're the one who wants to talk about them.
So, from what I know, I got this from Zombies 2's channel. He made 2 videos about leaks of screenshots that he's been sent and has showed in videos. He has shown a screenshot of the expanded version of Nocturne Totem will be coming for Cold War on launch. And he talked about another map that is Vietnam themed, which the way it sounds is that Noct is going to be the casual map for the game, and then the Vietnam map is going to be the more hardcore one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. But what you were talking about the can?
Yeah, he showed a screenshot of the Juggernaut can.
Yeah, I'm showing it on stream now.
Yep.
Honestly, this looks hella legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But what I fail to understand, why are people complaining? Why are people complaining that it's a can and not a bottle? Really?
I think it's still.
Like,
It's
That's what I'm saying.
nitpicking.
It's cool to me. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it.
you drink out of a bottle and you drink out of a can. They literally do the same freaking mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, it's not way out there. It could have been really weird. Like,
to be fair, I would much prefer it to be a can in this scenario, because if this is meant to be like, well, if this is meant to be either like a spin-off of Ether or a reboot of Ether, or it's based in the Dark Ether, I think cans would make sense because it changes it up ever so slightly. However, it still gives the perk machines their respective caricatures.
Yep.
Yeah,
Also,
People just
according-
love to cry about stuff too. At the same time,
Mhm.
they'll find something to cry about.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
really
I
do.
know.
all they do is cry.
They do. They always find stuff to moan
Save some
about.
of that crying for the babies. What the babies gonna do?
Yeah, I know. Like what the
Exactly.
baby's gonna do, man?
According to another leak from Zombie Who that he's been told, there's gonna be a tutorial mode, and he showed a screenshot of that. And in that screenshot, it looks like the perk machine that it's showing is Deadshot. At least
Do
what
you
it
do you
looks
have
like.
that screenshot to hand?
It's in his video.
Which video?
I don't remember which one.
Oh, hang on. Screenshots and images.
But it might be in the same video of the in the about when he shows Knocked.
yeah.
Wait,
That's what I
I've
remember
got it on
too.
stream here. Can you tell me if this is the one?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
I think that's the perk machine.
Talk about the picture. He's got the sniper rifle in his hand.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's-
the Palantir are yeah that. Does that look like Deadshot to you guys?
I couldn't
It
tell.
has the yellow on it, which is I could see why you would think that. Other than that, I
And
mean,
the fact that
I
it's black as well makes me think that it can be
all you see
Deadshot.
is that circle is like an indicator that there's something there. You see the perk machine,
Yeah.
and then
like,
it's just yellow.
This is supposed
so-
to be like a tutorial mode, according to the leaker.
Tutorial mode. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's not
what
clear
gets
enough
why?
to
Why
tell.
did we need another tutorial mode?
I don't know.
We had one in BO4. Like I think that's really all you need.
The truth about the tutorial modes is, and the reason why the game ended up being so toxic at the same time, is because it's all towards the casual. Zombies isn't geared towards its own niche of people that like it it used to be. It's
Right.
fully geared towards the casual player. And if you don't believe me, just look at the gumballs in Black Ops 3.
True.
Like,
Look at what
they are
Black Ops 2
hella
was
casual.
before the gumballs. I mean, they flipped the switch from night and day.
They definitely did.
And there's that other image as well with the zombies walking out of the door.
Yeah, that's Knocked. That's outside of Knocked.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Right.
Why don't
Yeah,
get?
entrance
Yeah,
is
but the
meant to
stuff
be.
on the left hand side, that's not normally unlocked.
That's that. Okay, Jack. You know the upstairs part where the sawed-off shotgun is?
Yes.
Like in yeah. So out that barrier to the right of that, you go straight and down. That's where that area is.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's like, I think out of all this, I'm looking at those screenshots. I think the only legitimate one I can say is kind of, it looks real enough, is definitely the Juggernaut soda
The
can.
jug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I look at that and I'm just like, yeah, that could legitimately be what we're getting in this new game. And I can imagine the animation being like, like he just, he opens the can, he's like glug glug glug, and then maybe he does. Mate, I would love it if the animation is he opens it up, drinks it, and then he like squishes the can and then chucks it. Oh, that'd be so cool.
I thought you were gonna say he fucking shotguns it.
Shotgun.
The only thing
and then bang.
Dude, the only thing I don't like about those two pictures is the HUDs are completely.
Yeah, the HUD is weird, but I don't think it's fully finished. Is the thing, in my opinion.
But neither of them are even like close to each other.
True. I'd say it just for logical reasons. It could have just been different builds and they're testing shit out. But probably with the final product to be like more normal.
The question I have is that the screenshot with the supposed dead shot perk machine. Why does it look so much like the Russian multiplayer map with the tanks and the schemobiles?
It probably
it does.
That's the vibe I got from it at first glance. I mean, it's hard to make out the mini map.
It is.
Which is something you don't get in Zombies ever, as a mini.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really not inclined to believe these screenshots until we actually see the map or play the map. Yeah, no, it was really interesting to.
But one more thing that he said in one of his videos is that apparently the story is going to be after Ether, like Ether 2, I guess you could say. I guess the summary that the dude gave him was that that everything got banished to the dark ether and everything was normal, but not for long.
What are you saying? So you're saying stuff crawled
like,
out of the dark ether?
Apparently so, is what it's, I guess, how the person said.
I slipped it on her.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, before I put her on the party.
I'm nervous, dude. I'm worried about this. I'm worried. Why do they have to make the HUD so over convoluted? Like Black Ops 4's HUD, in my opinion, was way too over convoluted. Black Ops 3's, in my opinion, was perfect.
There was a lot of information going on in BO4.
Yeah, there was a lot. Like, you saw the perks, you saw the shield, you saw the specialist weapon, you saw everyone's points, you saw the map location, you saw the challenge, you saw the ammo, you saw the gun. Like, that's 9 things! 9 things on a HUD. Well, we didn't, I'm just saying, we didn't need a picture of the gun. We just didn't need a picture of the gun, just saying.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
But BO3 said they really integrated everything really nicely. Like, it was really organized.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah.
They truly did.
Just quick. I would say if those screenshots are real, then I'd say the HUD just isn't finished. It's just my interpretation of it.
It definitely looks like a very early build. A very early build.
Very.
Just looking at, you know, the style of it and everything, it definitely looks like a very early build. But they just another thing off topic before we get into like the Discord's topic time. Activision apparently put out a job listing, which people, and they've since deleted said job listing. And this is actually coming from Charlie Intel, that apparently Call of Duty Warzone is coming to mobile.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Don't care, not gonna play it.
Fair enough.
Same. Exactly the same. I don't play Warzone on console. And, you know, go ahead, take it to mobile, sure. Have fun.
That's nice that we're all in the same boat, that we just don't play Warzone.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
In my opinion, Blackout was the better battle royale, but that's just my opinion.
Agreed.
I think Blackout was solid. The only thing I would say that I'd get them to change a Blackout is remove the specialist weapons. I think they were too overpowered.
They were fun in like the LTMs. Just to
Yeah,
have kind of a
LTMs was
different,
fine.
a different experience with the game. But yeah, I can see that. I didn't mind Blackout too much. I was terrible at it.
Yeah, I loved, like, Spike didn't really like it, but I loved Alcatraz.
It was way too fast paced for me. I could hardly get my bearings straight
But
after a fight.
The thing is, like, you know, the main Blackout map was there were some games where it was just like really slow, and then you go to Alcatraz and it's just like, you know, you're running in really fast pace, like you know, and then as soon as you die, you're straight back in, and then I think that's what you were constantly getting back into the action very, very quickly. And I think that's kind of what I enjoyed the most about it.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see if there was if they made some sort of a middle ground. Then I would probably have liked it a lot more.
Yep. I would have been interested. I really wish they did more with Blackout. I really did. But I think if they didn't have to work on COD 2020, then they would have. But why am I still calling it COD 2020? Black Ops Cold War. If they didn't have to work on that, they probably would do more with Blackout. But yeah, it is what it is.
But as history tells, it's
But it's nice that they're able to focus on zombies. Like, with Raven taking full charge of the campaign, Trout can really Trout then not having to worry about Warzone, because Infinity Ward are dealing with that stuff. They can focus their full team's attention on multiplayer and zombies to make them really solid experiences, and that's really good.
Yeah. I'd say, actually, now that you mentioned how Raven's thinking full force for a campaign, that probably makes sense as to why James C. Burns is not the Woods voice actor this time around.
Yeah.
So I heard that he's pretty upset about that.
He was. Yeah, he said he would have loved to have come back as Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is unfortunate, but then again, it's like stuff. It's just some stuff you can't really. You have no control over.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So far, from what I've heard, or at least I've heard of the voice, it sounds pretty good.
It does.
It sounds like Woods.
I hope the character does a good job. The actor even. I hope the actor does a really good job. Okay, we've got a few topics here that came from Topic Time. So these will be interesting. Rack is asking, what do you think of Call of Duty Cold War so far? That's really weird to call it that. I'm so used to calling it Black Ops Cold War now. What do we think of it so far? We pretty much touched upon. Actually, no, Kyle, you weren't here when we were talking about it. Kyle, what do you think about Cold War so far? Like, what do you think of like the multiplayer, how it looks, the campaign mission that was shown during the PlayStation reveal event, and the zombie teaser that we got as well? What do you think about it all?
Oh, okay. The campaign, I thought that was thoroughly impressive. Like, it just looked cool as hell. They made it look very cool. Like, it'll be fun to play and it'll be a fun story. The zombie teaser, I like the zombie teaser. They gave us just enough, but not too much. And I want to know more. And then I played some of the alpha the day it came out. And I'm not a multiplayer guy, but I like the way it looks. It looks great just on the current gen. So I know it's going to look great on the next. And yeah, I thought the multiplayer, I thought the satellite map was pretty cool, which is the Dune map, the
desert one,
sand map. I didn't play Miami or any of the others. I only played it for just like maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. But I thought it was fairly, fun. Like I said, I'm not a multiplayer guy, but yeah, I thought it was so far so good. Cool. And what little I'll probably play multiplayer.
Yeah.
As long as zombie hits, I think I'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing we're all kind of hoping for. Hoping Zombies is going to be the experience for us.
Yeah.
But we just have to wait and see. Pyro's asking thoughts on the Cold War sliding, the guns, and theories on what zombies will be. The sliding.
The guns feel pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I like the feel for the guns, how they work and everything.
Yeah, same. I thought the sliding felt pretty good too.
I feel like you're not gonna be able to do the slide jump anymore, just from the way how the sliding works now. Just slide, and then when that momentum stops, you're crouched.
I don't like the movement in this game so far, personally, but again, it's just something you're gonna have to get used to.
Yeah.
It probably does need some more polish.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Maniac.
Definitely.
Do you feel like it's heavier, like when you run?
I just feel like it's more sluggish and less fluent. Like if you try to go to jump over something, it'll force you into a mantle instead of just like jumping over it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It really just doesn't feel as polished and as smooth as a lot of the other games' mechanics and the movement. Where I know they're different in their own ways, but this one just it definitely feels like they got a lot more work to do with it, I think.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I can see him wanting to go in a direction where you're not literally just slide hopping around everywhere like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4, they kind of toned it down where you did have to be a little better with your movement if you wanted to stay fast and keep being fast and consistent with it. But it didn't feel as good as Black Ops 3. Like, there's give and take. So you can tell they're trying something new and different, but I don't know. I don't know what the direction they're going with what they got right now is.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the guns, particularly the XM4, which I will call the Commando for as long as I breathe.
Yep.
They sound amazing. Especially the XM4.
It looks very pretty.
Sounds so crisp and like an actual gun, real life gun firing. Like, I applaud them for that. Sound design, mwah! Honestly, give us more of that. Theories on what zombies will be. I haven't got a clue. I'll be truthful.
I think they're going to go with the Dark Aether spin. I think it's going to be, the story will be Dark Aether. I don't know if they're going to try to do 2 stories again. That kind of spread them thin.
Yeah.
They might have learned from last time and just stick with one. That's my take on what I've seen so far and heard.
Yeah, same. I felt like from the beginning they were going to have to put some kind of ether flare on it to make people really want to go for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to go back down the rabbit hole, making something new and people not liking it because it's not Treyarch. It doesn't feel Treyarch.
I know we're not going to get it, but I just want one map. Just one map to tie up Chaos. That's all I want. Just one map to tie up Chaos, and then I will be happy. If we're left on the cliffhanger for Chaos for the foreseeable future, ripperoni.
Yeah, that would definitely suck.
No.
I'll just go with the leak for now, but personal preference of what I would adore to see is probably just something really just like going off a campaign and then zombies being a continuation of that.
Yep.
One thing I want to see, you don't hear a lot of people talking about or mentioning, is definitely more modes for zombies. I really want Grief to come back. I don't think it's gonna, but I would be so happy if they brought Grief back. That mode was just so much fun. A player versus player in zombies.
Mm-hmm. I'll be interested to see that come back, definitely. Grief is a lot of fun.
Hey, I mean, just for the replay on it, that being just survival maps for what they are, I don't think the replay is there. They got to have something else. They tried with Rush. That was a different, and the Gauntlets, but They just didn't have the replayability. Grief is something. It's going to be a different game every time you're going up against other players. It's fun, and I think they really missed the ball. They're not putting that in 3 or 4.
We definitely need modes where they actually give appropriate rewards. Scullers
Yep.
was just not worth doing whatsoever, except for bragging rights, which bragging rights aren't gonna do anything. We need appropriate rewards for gauntlets.
I think when you talk about appropriate rewards, I think the reward should be something like an exclusive gun.
Yeah,
Like
I believe Miles said it, where like a for the 9 gauntlet, he said it would give you a MOG, like a masterwork MOG, like themed for the map, like for the Elvet themed with like the modes
Yeah.
and stuff.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Easton says, what are some memorable moments you have from your speed runs and other crazy challenge runs? I'm gonna ask Maniac this first. If he's even there.
What's that? Sorry.
So someone's asking, memorable moments you have from speed runs and other crazy challenge runs. I'm gonna ask you first.
Some memorable moments. Black Ops 4 would definitely have to be Blood of the Dead that we did with Glitch and Queen. We just had a fun time doing that in general, and then doing that with somebody that I've watched for years. I never in a million years ever thought I would get in a game, let alone, become friends with her after that too. I mean, that's definitely going to go down as one of my most memorable moments.
That's cool.
Wow.
Kyle?
I guess I just probably just running. I don't know, Easter eggs that I like to run, like Red, Setsubo, the Rising Truck. Yeah, I'd say that. That's where I get my most fun out of zombies, really, because I don't really do too many high rounds and other kind of stuff. Usually, it's all like Easter egg stuff.
Yeah.
Main runs.
Spike?
I'd say just doing the dumbass challenges that we do, like the $2 challenge, go right Easter egg.
Oh God.
That was pandemonium. That was fucking nuts.
That was.
I guess just
that was crazy.
The stuff that's like most memorable, like for stuff that we do, it's just when just things just go so haywire, then we clutch up and save it.
I think for me, it would have to be the classic Easter egg speedruns I've done in the past, particularly on more specifically on the Horizon Drag, because we tried that so many times. And then when
we've done that a lot.
When we finally got a time that we was really happy with, it was a really big sense of accomplishment.
It was like 30 something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something along those lines, or maybe 40 something. I don't know. It was a really solid time.
Yeah, I recall 34, I believe.
But it was just like it was the amount of times that we tried it, and the planning, the strategies that we done. Honestly, just solid, really solid.
Yeah.
So I'd say those. There have been some like the 2-box Madness Monday 2-box challenges. There's been a couple of instances, a couple of episodes on those where I really have enjoyed doing the run, and I've had a good laugh with people. So yeah, I don't know. I guess those would be my main ones, or even the starting room challenge I did with U-Spike on Ascension. Like,
oh yeah, dude, that's definitely one of the ones I'll remember for a long, long time.
Yeah, same, dude, same. Especially that clutch I pulled off. Mate, that will forever stick with me.
Yeah. I don't think I ever want to do a high round just so I can keep that round 60 on that.
That was a
Damn.
solid run.
You guys got to try some of these no-gun Easter egg boss fights. Those are pretty fun.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
What do you mean?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm not asking you to do anything crazy like I did. The worst I've done so far is on realistic Alpha Omega with no guns. But
Oh.
See, that's the kind of madness I would never touch because I know I'd fail like instantly.
of course you're gonna fail. That's why the feeling of the accomplishment is that much better.
Maybe
never
some
know until you try it.
point in the future. Yeah, that's
One
true.
day.
You don't know until you try.
One day.
They're really fun to try to think think outside the box, think of ways you can get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the things that keeps me going too, is just trying stupid things, seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode of the ZombSquad Podcast. I really hope you all enjoyed. Thank you again to my co-host Carl and Spike. Kyle, thank you for being late. Really appreciate the support, dude. And Spike, thank you for being as awesome as always. And thank you, Maniac, for coming on, dude. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been great.
And little little bit of info, guys. There was the potential to have Glitching Queen on this episode. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it, but we hope that she's able to come on an episode in the future. So we're going to put her down as a potential candidate. But it was awesome having Maniac on. Really awesome talking about these topics with you. And so that's going to wrap up this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to click the thumbs up button. We'll see you next Sunday, 6 p.m. British Standard Time, where we're going to have Madcap Gaming on. This is a guy who's followed me and Carl for a while now, so it'd be interesting to, hear his opinion on things. But for now, guys.